Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's honoree, Hall of Famer, and the newest number to raise to the rafters here at Staples Center, Rob Blake.
It's nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, it's funny, I was sitting back here trying to prepare for this night. I was writing some things down, going over it in my head, and there was always something that was missing. It just wasn't right. And, you know, I walk out here and I get to stand here and listen, I've made a lot of mistakes in my career, believe me. I've never been perfect. I'll never admit that. I've made decisions that I've regretted, and I've also made other decisions that I knew had to be made no matter what the outcome was going to be. But I think the one thing I need to let you all know is that from day one when I showed up here at the Great Western Forum, I walked down the ramp, I put a Kings jersey on, and yeah, the Great Western Forum, yes. And you know, I put a Kings jersey on. I stepped on the ice for the first time. I remember we were playing Winnipeg. I skated around, and I looked up, and at that time there was Rogie Vachon and Marcel Dion hanging in the rafters. And a little later in my career, Dave Taylor, Wayne Gretzky, and Luc Robitaille. And the one thing I want to communicate to you from day one, I wanted to be up there one day. I wanted to make sure of that. The thing that's impressed me the most is, in my wildest dreams, I didn't think it would feel this good. So thank you very much for letting me be up here tonight. I'd like to thank the Anaheim Ducks, Mr. Samueli, Bob Murray, Coach Bruce Boudreau, and all the players for allowing this special night. I just wanted someone else to get booed. No. Obviously, I came here years ago, and when I came here, there was one team in the NHL from California. Youth hockey was pretty much non-existent. And 25 years later, with the help and the support of everybody here, we now have 3 teams in California, and we're lucky enough to see tonight 2 of the best teams in the league face off, and holders of 3 of the last 8 Stanley Cups here together. Very fortunate. I'd also like to thank, obviously, the Los Angeles Kings, Dan, Dean, Luke, the entire organization for organizing and setting up this special night. You know, it's funny when you retire, you're a fan of the game when you're playing, you watch games and you understand it, but when you retire, you have time to step back and really enjoy it. And I think, like all of us here, we've been spoiled with some of the best hockey this organization has seen in the last 3 or 4 years. And, you know, I was always wanting to try to find a way to say thank you to that, and you know, I think it's as simple as this: to the LA Kings, the players, the management, thank you for making winning a tradition here in LA. You know, one of the things I was excited most about this weekend was seeing all the old teammates and spending time with them. Like I said, you retire, you step aside, and then you soon realize the importance of your teammates. So this gives us one more chance to sit back, take a weekend to reminisce, to tell stories like last night and enjoy it. So to all of you guys that, you know, took time out of your schedules and traveled here, thank you very much. You know, I knew there was no possible way I could thank everyone that has helped me over the years, and but one thing I want to do is kind of walk you through the career and touch as many people as I could. So from the Great Western Forum, the first building I played in, to the beautiful Staples Center. From Mr. McNall, my first owner, to Mr. Anschutz, the current owner. From Rogie Vachon, my first GM, to GM now, Dean Lombardi. From Tom Webster, my first coach, to Coach Daryl Sutter. The training staff and the doctors early on, Pete Miller, Pete Demers, to our staff today assembled and headed by Chris Kingsley and Darren Granger. From the players, the early on, the Gretzkys, the Taylors, the Robitailles, Granados, to the current players now, Brownie, Kopi, Dewey, Quickie, all the guys on the bench, thank you. From Harry O's in Manhattan Beach in the early years, to the North End in Hermosa, thank you. You supported us well. From my family in Canada, the ones that traveled here tonight, thank you very much. My family here in California, and everything in between there, but especially to everyone in the building here tonight, the ones that have been through here for 25 years and the ups and downs and that. Thank you so much for this very special night. You know, I've been fortunate this past season to have a few different types of celebrations, but the one constant that I've had with me is I've been able to have my family with me. So when the banner gets raised tonight, my wife Brandy, my kids Jack, Brooke, and my little guy Max are going to be standing beside me. So thank you for your love, your support over the years, and I wouldn't be standing here without you guys for sure. So, and there's one other special person, and I kind of look at this as like the last shift that the number 4 will take. And he spoke up here a little bit earlier, but I think it's only appropriate that when I was on the ice, I knew that there was always one guy that had my back no matter what I was doing on the ice, whether I was cheating up the ice or whatever. And my good friend, my teammate, my partner for all my years here, Matty Norsom, I think he would have to be beside me on my left side here tonight. So. Guys, come up. Coming up. Huh? Yeah, come on. So just on behalf of my family, obviously, and everyone here, tremendous honor, and I couldn't ask for a better spot to have it. So thank you very much.